YouTube, what's happening? We're back again with part 2 of the Jefferies taking an MD sufferer to see a prostitute. Just to recap everything, part 1's hilarious so far. I had to split it into 2 parts because it's a longer video. You guys already know, subscribe to the channel, make sure the notifications are on, leave a like on the video, and comment down below what you want me to watch next. And also let me know in the comments if 25 minutes is okay for you, because I'll just do one 25-minute video if you guys would like. But if you like them between 10-15 minute range, I'll keep them that way too. That's basically it. Let's get into part 2.
So we go up to the room, which thank God was on the first floor. And me and Andrew look at Dan like two proud parents watching our child go to school for the first time.
That's my boy.
And then we leave, and as we proceed to leave, I pat Andrew in the back, and I said, Andrew, you've been a good brother today. He said, thanks, mate. And then we had a hug. And then we had that moment after a hug that Australian men have where we go, oh, get out of it, what's wrong with you? And then I said, hey, Andrew, how does Dan get his clothes off? And Andrew went, fuck!
Oh, man.
And we went back in. Andrew looks him up and down, and he turns to me and goes, look, he's very fragile. I know how he likes to be picked up. I'll lift him up, you take his pants off.
What?
Andrew gets behind, lifts him up by his armpits like I couldn't have figured out their magical hold. I'm on my knees taking Dan's tracksuit pants off. He always wore tracksuit pants, never got into fashion. And as I'm taking his tracksuit pants off, what many of you are wondering is, can Dan get an erection? And the answer is yes.
Yikes.
Even though none of the muscles in his body work, the cock is not a muscle, the cock is a bit of skin that fills with blood. If he gets aroused up here, blood will rush to there. Now, what nobody knew
Oh, boy.
about this 32-year-old virgin is that Dan's packing heat.
Packing.
I'm talking 9.5 inches of disabled misery. This cock's so fucking big, I think that's why the rest of his muscles didn't work. I take the pants off, this thing springs up and hits me in the mouth.
What?
Then the hooker goes, let's do the light. Let's explain the light. When they legalised prostitution in Australia, they didn't legalise it in all forms. For instance, you cannot get a street-walking hooker, you cannot get a prostitute to your hotel room. You can only go to a brothel in a safe environment where they have security for the girls in case a man shows up being drunk and dickhead or whatever.
Huh.
And also it's safer for the people who go to brothels because the girls get tested for STDs every month. So arguably, you're better off in Australia fucking a prostitute than picking up a girl in a bar. But I'm not going to have that conversation again. You try explaining that to a girlfriend, it's a fucking minefield.
This dude is freaking funny. I want to say the only place like that I know of in the U.S. is Nevada. Now I've never been, but I've heard it's not Vegas where brothels are legal, but you have to go to like Reno or somewhere outside of Vegas. If anybody knows that or has been, no judgment here. Let me know let me know down in the comments.
But also they make it safer for the girls. If you're a guy who goes to a prostitute, you have to undergo the light. Let's explain the light. It's very simple. Sounds like what it is. You put your cock under a very bright light and they look around the shaft to see if there's anything untoward. Then they get a magnifying glass out.
Like STDs?
Through your pubes to make sure nothing's
Falling.
running around.
Right, right.
It's not a big deal. I've been rejected heaps of times.
Ew. Ew.
Now the chair's here, there's a bed here, there's a hot tub there, The light's over there. Now, we try to get the chair past the bed and the hot tub, but we can't get it through. So me and Andrew walk over the hooker and we're whispering because we don't want Dan to hear. And we're like, we can't do the light thing. And she goes, if you don't do the light, I'm not doing it. And me and Andrew went, come on. He's a virgin. What's the worst that can happen? And she whispered, actually, I'm more concerned about its cleanliness. And his brother Andrew said loudly and proudly, I washed it before we came out. Now, you may think you're a good brother, good sister, good mother, good daughter, whatever the fuck you think you are in this world. But you're nothing until you've washed your disabled brother's cock to take him to a prostitute.
Through that.
That is love, ladies and gentlemen.
That's love. That's
tangible fucking love.
1,000%.
So we looked at Dan. Everyone agreed it was time to go. We looked at Dan. And me and Andrew looked at him and went, we're going now, mate. If you've got anything you want to say to us, say it now, because we're going to leave, mate.
Sound like he's dying.
And this is what Dan did. Leave!
Leave.
So, me and Andrew went back down to the bar and we hanged out with the hookers. There's like 10 of them sort of mulling around. You know. We're standing there. We don't know what Dan's up to, but we're standing around the bar with all the hookers. And then 5 guys from London walk into the bar who are obviously out of their fucking skulls on coke. Now, if you've never taken a lot of coke, then if anyone's got any... Now, if you've never taken coke, you know, when like 5 or 6 guys get together and take coke on like a Tuesday, there comes a point at about 6 in the morning when we go, well, you better call up some chicks, maybe, and you call up ex-girlfriends, like bring some friends. And it's like, I don't know what you're expecting. So basically, I think it was a Wednesday we did this, and I think these guys have been on coke all night, and they've obviously gone, oh, okay, let's go down to the brothel. We'll go down to the brothel. It'll be fun. We'll go down to the brothel. And I'm standing at the bar chatting with all the hookers, and these 5 guys from London walk in, and one of them recognises me and goes, Jim fucking Jefferies. Jim fucking Jefferies. I know you, mate. I know you, the comedian, the Spaz Approved guy, the comedian. And I went, hey, how you doing, man? He goes, hey, Jim. You want a lot of coke? And I went,
Oh.
yes. And I went up to the toilet and did a line of coke. And I come back out, and obviously I've left Andrew alone for too long. And he was sort of panicking all by himself. And I sort of walk in like, what's wrong? And he goes, what if we've done the wrong thing here? What if he's in there dying right now? What if he stopped fucking breathing? Or what the fuck, his heart stopped? What the
Probably
fuck are we
having
meant to do?
Time of his life.
Not a problem. I'll resuscitate him. And he said, do you know how to do that? I said, no, I don't, but how hard can it be? Push, blow, blow.
Push, blow.
I haven't embellished that in the slightest. That's the exact thing I said to him. Push, blow, blow.
Fuck it, right?
Then the prostitute walks back in the room, who was with Dan. So I'm staying with the 5 coke fiends, 10 prostitutes. She walks in the room. It's like that moment in a movie where the needle on the record just sort of goes, and everything stopped. And she walked in and she said, well, it's over.
What?
And me and Andrew in unison went, "Is he dead?"
That face.
And her exact words were, "Oh, I didn't check that."
She was.
Me, Andrew, the 5 coke fiends, the 10 hookers, we all run to the room. Now he's not dead. His chair's back in the upright position. His cock is still sitting up majestically, covered in jizz and spit.
Oh, ew.
For a man who an hour ago couldn't lift his eyelids, he was sitting there like this. Now you might be wondering why his eyelids were up like that. Let me explain something. It wasn't through happiness. Tell you something about myself. I'm 33 years old. I've been masturbating since I was 10 years old.
Right.
And in that time, I have not missed a day. Every single day I masturbate. Haven't missed a fucking day. Every day I'm in a hotel room with a laptop way high up on my chest here. So I don't have to look at the filth I'm doing to myself. So I'm watching porn here. And 9 times out of 10, I hit the Apple sign.
Guy's a marksman.
And I do this every single fucking day. Yet I would be mortified if any one of you was to ever see me doing this. I would want to fucking kill myself. And I do this every single fucking day.
Every day.
Now imagine if you've never ejaculated through the power of yourself. You've never had another person do it. You're 32 years old, and for the first time you've shot a lot of fucking stale jizz all over the fucking room. And you're sitting there with your cock out, and 15 strangers walks in. And you do not possess the power to put your cock away.
Sitting there covered
Can you see
in a
how
mess.
that might be a bit unhinging? So we had to get him dressed quickly. But there's cum everywhere. And this time I look him up and down. And I turned to Andrew and said, "Andrew, I don't give a fuck how fragile he is. I'm taking the top half this time."
Yeah, for sure.
And we lifted him up. And we put his pants on. And we proceeded to leave the brothel. Now, as we left the brothel, I turned to Dan. I said, "Dan, I paid for a story. Please tell me what happened." And he said, "Well, she danced around a bit, rubbed her tits in my face, and sucked me off."
Follow the script.
Which is what I asked her to do. It's so nice to be a disabled sex puppeteer. But even nicer than that, I used to have a preconceived notion on what I thought about people such as prostitutes, man, but I was wrong. That woman treated him with dignity and respect and made him feel like a sexual being for the only time in his life.
Feel like a man.
You can't put a price on that. All right? Well, 180 is the exact figure. Then we go up front and we go to call a taxi, and the taxi driver who drove us there is still sitting out the front in his car, and he winds his window down and looks out and goes, "I'll drive you home for free. I just need to know what happened." Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
That was fucking good. Oh, goodness, man. That was funny. I didn't want to take too many pauses in that video because that is a long video. I might split that into 2 parts. I'm not sure yet. If I do, thank you for watching each part. Let me know what you guys thought about that one. I thought that one was hilarious. You said that Dan was packing and it hit him in the mouth. I almost lost it, man. Oh, that was so funny. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of Jim Jefferies. Leave it down in the comments below. If you have any more suggestions for me, keep them coming. You guys have been great so far. Thank you all so much for being so interactive with me just starting out. It's been great so far. I can't wait to keep going. Until the next video, guys, take care of yourself. I'll see you later.